Hey guys, Frosty here and welcome to my workshop guide for 1.6.1 Mountain Blade. Now before we get into the list, I just want to explain to you what I've done in this workshop guide, okay? And number one is I've installed the Unlimited Workshops mod, so I've bought every single workshop in the game, okay? And the reason I've done that is just so I can show you how what every single workshop is doing. Okay, so one of my lists is me scrolling through this with a key on the left hand side which shows you every faction and their settlement. So if you want to pause the video, double check, and you enter through who that faction is, just look on your left hand side, it'll show you on the left hand side. Okay, and the other one as well is just basically every workshop that I think is profitable for that specific settlement, okay? And how I come to that conclusion is I'm going to show you now. Now, we're at Zionica, okay? Now, this is mainly for you beginners out there who are just getting into the game, okay? And you don't really understand how workshops work and how do you know which workshop to buy in each settlement. Well, it's all to do with the amount of produce that's going into that settlement. So if we have a look by here now, you got Zikoris, one village, Alsaso, another village, and Neocoris, another village, okay? Now, if you just take the two, this one and this one, for example, you can see they're producing grain. The main producing is grain, okay? So they're going to have two lots of grain going into Zionica. Now, that means now grain is used to make beer, okay? So you just build a brewery, okay? If it was two lots of wool there, for example, you build a wool weavery, okay? Also, you've got to look at as well the castle that's nearest to it, okay? Now, this castle is technically joined to Zionica. And what do I mean by that? You got two villages by which is bound to Onica Castle. Now, these two villages are making grapes, okay? But these, the produce of grapes is not going to go to the castle, it's going to go to the nearest settlement, okay? So all the grapes is going to go into here. So that means you can build a winery in there too, okay? You got two lots of grain for breweries and two lots of grapes for a winery. So if I said in this workshop guide, a winery in the Zionica is a profitable workshop, and you have you've built a winery in Zionica and it's not making you no money, double check that, say, the Southern Empire or any other faction haven't taken over Onica Castle. Okay, because as soon as they take over Onica Castle, the bound villages to that castle, okay, is going to go then to the nearest settlement. So if the Southern Empire has taken over Onica Castle, then the grapes then are going to go to Poros. So in other words then, you could build a winery in Poros. As long as you got those produce going in, you can build that workshop, okay guys? So I just thought I'd put that there just in case, like you say, you message me saying, oh well, you know, that ain't profitable, you know, is no. Just double check that your village isn't being raided, okay? Try and build workshops in out of the way settlements, okay? Like not trying like on the front line, you know, somewhere where it's settled, there's not much enemy intrusion and all stuff like that, okay? I hope that made sense, guys. But if you have any questions, leave it down in the comments down below and I'll be happy to answer. So with that out the way, let's get on with the lists. Hope you enjoy.